Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Akins Ford Arena, home of your UGA Ice Dawgs, and welcome to the ice, the visiting Tennessee Ice Vols. Tonight's starting lineup for the Ice Vols: on defense, number 42, Cole Carpenter; on defense, number 19, Jacob Mercurio; at left wing, number 16, John Hart; at center, number 17, Drew King; at right wing, number 9, Drake Lamb; and in goal, number 33, Alex Holder.
Oh, look at those cookies you got for me. Nice, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ice your UGA Ice Dawgs. And now, tonight's starting lineup for the Ice Dawgs. On defense, number 12, Chase McDaniel. On defense, from Princeton, New Jersey, number 91, Chris Cresties. At left wing, from Lawrenceville, number 78, Eric Moggy. At center, From Atlanta, number 11, David Spielberger. At right wing, from Morristown, New Jersey, number 4, Matt Druin. And in goal, from Roswell, number 1, Emily Barber. The Ice Dawgs are coached by Steve Beneke, Ryan Bray, and John Kapp. Athletic trainer provided by Benchmark, Gene Pfaff, and head coach, Rick Emmett. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the south end entrance and stand for the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Amanda Rockenbach.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, Ice Dawgs fans, you ready for some hockey? Go Dogs! Sick 'em!
Good evening, hockey fans. I'm Dave Haddon. Joining me tonight is my tag team partner, Will Tudoroff. We'll be bringing you all the action up here in the Akins Ford Arena Sky Suites. But right now, Dogs with the puck right there on top of that Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Moving it back and forth down there in the corner, in the boards, going back and forth, pushing the puck all the way down the other end as Kiristez tracks that down for the Dogs into that Bold Rock hard cider and corner and around to the left-hand side. Tennessee picking it up in the neutral zone, trying to move the puck forward. Flutters around in the neutral zone right there. Tennessee dumps it into that Bold Rock hard cider corner. Kiristez gets there first for your UGA Ice Dawgs. Eric Moggy working it over there on the right-hand side. Tennessee back in control now. Dumping it back into that right-hand corner, the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Dogs get back on it over on the right-hand side, trying to push the puck up out of the offensive zone, but nothing doing. Tennessee coming up with the better part of it right over there on the right-hand side. Centering pass, nobody home to take it. Tennessee sends it back behind the net and around to the left-hand side. Number 9 for the Dogs, Caleb Santamaria gets there first. Pushes it down this way. Coming on the offensive, here come the Ice Dawgs. Chris Santamaria right there. And Carter Penzian to pick up the trash, Will.
And a good start for the Tennessee Volunteers, Dave. I tell you what, they're playing with a little bit of jump in their step tonight. Right off that opening faceoff, Drew King with a big hit down here in the corner to dislodge the puck and get a nice rush for Tennessee. They didn't get a shot out of it, but great to see that after coming off that tough loss from last night.
Number 33, Alex Holder in goal tonight for Tennessee. He'll get a look at the Dogs. We didn't see any of him last night. 18 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. Puck over on the left-hand side. Dogs coming on the offensive right here. Carter Penzian, he had a hat trick last night. Centering pass out to the blue line. Deflected right there, and there is Carter Penzian's first goal of the evening on a redirect right behind the stick side on Holder.
Yeah, he picked that one right out of the air, and I think he was as surprised as the goaltender was. The puck was going by a couple feet off the ice, and he just took a wild swing at it and put it behind a Holder. It's kind of that's tough one to start for Holder after being a nice save early on in this one.
None of them are going to be easy tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Against this UGA high-powered offense of the Ice Dawgs, you're exactly right there, Dave.
We also want to take a moment to welcome all of our fans from Tennessee watching on our YouTube stream this evening as the puck comes off the board right out there in the neutral zone. Dogs take possession and bring it on the offensive. Big shot from the outside. That one covered up by Holder. 18 minutes, 3 seconds left. We'll get a whistle right there. Face-off will be to the right of Holder. Looks like number 17, King, he took the lion's share of the duty toward Tennessee last night in to take that face-off, wins it cleanly, sends it back behind the net where the Dogs pick it up. David Spielberger, number 11, keep your eye on him. He needs a goal here against Tennessee. They were handing him out like candy yesterday. He wasn't able to get one. He's going to want to see him get one here tonight, I think, for sure. Right, Will?
Yeah, right. And it's Spielberger's last game in this building, and, it'd be nice for him to put one in the back of the net.
That's right. Pass goes over to the left-hand side out towards the blue line. Dogs stay on it. Number 2, Dan Zalotopolsky right there with it. Moves it over to Krusko on the right-hand side. Krusko out at the blue line right now, trying to bring it through. Tennessee almost getting the interception, but Krusko gets that back. Spielberger to Krusko, back to Krusko. And that was a big shot right there that just went wide on the stick side. Dogs keep it in right there as Zalotopolsky gets it over to Spielberger. Spielberger sends it wide over to the left-hand side, and Tennessee finally able to get it out of the zone, send it back down the other way. 17 minutes, 5 seconds left to go as Kiristez for your UGA Ice Dawgs tracks down the puck. He's got it over there on the right-hand side, sends it across that Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit him on the web, akinsford.com. Puck back over to the left-hand side in the corner. Tennessee trying to get there first, but number 12, Chase McDaniel for your UGA Ice Dawgs gets there. And here come the Dogs on the offensive. 3-on-2 right here. Nice form. Give and go back and forth. And number 4, Matt Druin, not able to make it happen right there as one of the Tennessee players loses his stick out on the open ice. Puck down in the corner right here on the right-hand side. Number 78, Eric Moggy, 2-on-1, but he comes out with the puck. Moggy centering up. Shot! Goes wide and high on the glove side. Chris Santamaria trying to go up top. Gross was weak there last night, and we'll see if Holder is as well. Holder with a nice move getting across the crease right there to stop that shot from the Dogs, but the pressure stays on. As another shot goes wide right there from Matt Druin. Dogs pick it up on the left-hand side, get it centered up to Eric Moggy. Moggy not able to convert, but Dogs hold it in at the blue line to send it over to the right-hand side. Druin on it on the right-hand side, working it back out towards the blue line. Pass comes off, banks down off the wall, goes back behind the net. Chris Santamaria with it. Keep your eyes on him, folks. Santamaria over on the left-hand side, outside the circle, centering it up, trying to push it through, and it gets intercepted by number 36, Michael Thompson. from the Tennessee Volunteers, who dumps it into the Bold Rock hard cider corner, and we see a line change, Will.
Yeah, nice play. Tennessee playing a little better defense tonight. I like how they're collapsing on the UGA forwards as they're coming to the net. They really let Gross kind of hung him out to dry last night. A lot of those, he had a lot of shots, and a lot of the goals that went in arguably weren't his fault. He wasn't getting a lot of help from his defensive partners in front of him, and I'm seeing a definite change by the Volunteers tonight. They're really, they're seeing the UGA players are a lot better. They're covering the right guys. So I think it's going to be a little bit different game, at least a different first period, Dave.
Seems that way for sure. And Dawgs rushing down the ice right here. Big shot, goes wide. And Tennessee gets it back. King takes it across the red line. King on the offensive for the Volunteers. And he gets trucked right out there by Chris Kiristez. And the fans let him hear it. King slow to recover, but back up now. Dawgs fighting through the bench and trying to get through that Tennessee defense in the back. Big hit right there from Caleb Santa Maria, and it's all happening out on the ice right here as it comes back out to the blue line, redirected by the Tennessee player, and Carter Penzian heads over to the left-hand side to get a stick on that puck. Dawgs keep it in at the blue line. Shot coming from the outside, gets caught up in traffic right there, but the Dawgs get it back wide of the net on the left-hand side. Tennessee desperately trying to get it out of the zone, and they send it down the other way. 14 minutes, 30 seconds. What a flurry right there, Will.
Yeah, that was some good hockey, Dave. Love to see it, the speed. But, whoa, what a big hit on Drew King, and I hope he can come back. He is arguably the best player on this Volunteer team, but he got caught with his head down crossing the blue line, and like you said, got trucked.
Right there, Dawgs working right in front of the penalty box, trying to dump the puck in. Fun fact, no penalties so far this game. We saw quite a few yesterday. See how long we can hold out here today. Puck dribbles across the blue line, back out into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass to the left. Dawgs bring it across on the offensive. Slipping through the defenseman for Tennessee. Down south of the circles, a lot of Polsky loses the puck. Stays on it, back behind the net, bringing it around to the left-hand side. Digging it out in the corners, Druin, who sends it out to the blue line. Dawgs get there first, but get rubbed off of it by Tennessee, who gets it out to the neutral zone. 55, Tom Mahoney pushing the puck down the ice the other direction to the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Crossing in front of the net, but Tennessee not able to make it happen. And now the Ice Dawgs will bring it back down the net as we get a defensive change. Tennessee takes it right there in front of the net. Nice move by the Volunteers, but intercepted by the Dawgs. Carter Penzian, fancy stick work, and gets it over to Moggy.
Yeah, we see Penzian taking a lot of shots and scoring a lot of goals. Got the first one tonight, but that was a beautiful pass over to Moggy as he was over on the glove side. And interesting looking down at Holder. He's looking up at the video screen looking for the replay to see what happened on that one, and that might be a good thing. Talk to his defenseman so they can pick Moggy up next time and not let that happen. But beautiful soft saucer pass by Penzian, crossed to Moggy for the second goal of the evening.
Chris Santa Maria takes that face-off, sends it back to Eric Moggy for the Dawgs. Dawgs with it at their own end, pushing it forward right now over on the right-hand side. Big shot from the outside from Carter Penzian, wants two in a row right there. Puck dribbles back out to the neutral zone. Now Tennessee attempting to make an offensive run, but Dawgs chase down the puck back behind their own net, bring it around to the left-hand side. Chris Santa Maria going to go coast to coast on this one, splitting the Tennessee defensive men back and forth with Carter Penzian, and a last-second shot. Oh, right there, wrapped around. Carter Penzian picks up his own trash. Dan Holder was looking for the puck, but that goal light was already going off. Holder's in trouble.
I tell you what, that was quite the rush by Penzian and Chris Santa Maria, showing tremendous speed and really what we've seen from them throughout their whole career together, just knowing where each others are. A lot of speed on those guys, and both of them can shoot the puck. Beautiful goal.
Face-off taken by the Dawgs. Austin Krusko gets it over to Caleb Santa Maria. Caleb Santa Maria sends a cross ice right in front of Holder to Matt Druin, who gets rubbed off the puck, sends it back behind the net and around to the right-hand side. Tennessee gets on it back out to the neutral zone. Tennessee trying to bring something offensively, but can't get past the neutral zone. Defensemen almost get caught on the change, and Holder covers that one up. Man, Will, Tennessee almost got caught with their pads down there.
Yeah, they sure did. And I think that's the thing that UGA picked up in last night's game, is that Tennessee is losing the trailing guy. So you got people sneaking in to the left or the right of the goalie, depending on where the puck is sitting, and the backside defenseman not covering him, and it's paying off right now for UGA.
Zalata-Polsky takes that face-off and then wraps it around and kick save right there as he got his skate right. Oh, no! Looks like they're going to call that a goal, possibly. Holder let it go across the line, but I thought it was after the whistle. Maybe not.
I guess not from here, and we're up behind his his net, and it looked like it didn't go across the line from here, and he's looking a little frustrated, and I think we're going to have a re-look at this one. The referee's talking about it.
It seemed like he took his skate off of it, and that's when it went across the line, which should have been after the whistle.
Oh, yeah, that was well after the whistle, and they did rethink it, rightfully so, and it'll remain 3-0. And one of the problems they've got is, and the referees are trying to fix it right now, this net keeps coming off its moorings, and I think that's part of what happened when Holder made the save. He had it trapped, but the net slid back, and consequently his leg slid back. The whistle blew, and the puck went in the net, but should not be a goal, and they got that corrected. 3-0 UGA.
12 minutes left. Eric Moggy with the puck on the right-hand side, sends it out to the blue line, back to Moggy outside the circle on the right side. Moggy moving through the circle right there, sends it down to Spielberger. Keep your eye on him, looking for the goal tonight. Zalata-Polsky with the puck south of the circle, sends it around to the left-hand side, working through, centering pass, over to Moggy. Moggy back behind the net, and Tennessee gets it out and clears it from in front of the net, out to the neutral zone and across the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. A little bit of a change from the Volunteers there, but defensemen for the Dogs bring the puck forward into the neutral zone and across the blue line. On the offensive, big shot from the outside, and a nice glove save right there by Holder.
Yeah, and a rocket from Penzie, and he used that quick release as he came across the line, but love to see that save by Holder. He's doing a solid job in net so far. And you know, even you look at last night with Gross, he did let in 15 goals, but he made a whole lot of saves, Dave. I mean, he must have made 50, 60 saves last night.
Right there, puck stays in at the blue line. Dogs winning another face-off here at the Akins Ford Arena. Puck moving forward now, across the blue line, cross and ice to the left-hand side. Carter Penzian working it outside the circle and left, back across to the right-hand side. Caleb Santamaria not able to get that one, but number 9, Drake Lamb, who took several penalties last night, all deservedly, and now moves it around to the left-hand side. Tennessee getting on the offensive end for just a second there, but now the Dogs moving the puck forward again through the neutral zone. Picked up by number 19, Jacob Mercurio for Tennessee. Moving that puck across the ice into the offensive zone, but the Dogs pick it up, and nice little interception right there with 10.5 minutes left to go. One to beat for Chris Santamaria. Fancy stick work right there, and his brother Caleb comes to pick it up. Chris, man, took 2 shots, rebound bounced off, and then Caleb right there.
Yeah, and in that case, Dave, you know, it's similar to what I was talking about with the backside player not being covered. It happened again. Now, Caleb did not pass it to Chris. Caleb tried to take it himself, made a nice move on Holder, but everybody claps down on him, and Chris came in and picked up the rebound, and nobody grabbed him at all. And that's, that's what UGA has been really exploiting all these last 2 games. Now, this is not a good thing to see as Drew King is heading to the dressing room. He has not got back on the ice since that big hit he took early on, and he is heading to the Tennessee dressing room with the medical staff. He's walking fine, but you got to wonder if his bell got wrong on that solid hit. I hope Drew's all right.
Wish him all the best right there. Dogs take that face-off, pushing the puck forward right there. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Dogs on top, 4-0 right now. Puck flutters up into the air and out to the blue line. Back in the neutral zone where the defensemen get on it. Moving it back and forth, give and go, left and right. Over here on the right side, dribbles across the blue line. Zalata-Polsky, who plays defense normally, in there offensively and sends it over to Chris Santamaria with the one-timer shot on the glove side right up top. Puts the biscuit in the basket. And Tennessee's in for a long night.
Yeah, I think so, Dave. So each of the Santamaria brothers now with a goal. Penzian with 2, Moggy with a single to add up to those 4 goals halfway through this first period.
Puck comes right there. Defenseman able to get on it for the Volunteers, moving it in front of the penalty box and up the left-hand side. Dogs able to rub them off, but Tennessee quickly gets an interception. Dumps it into the Bold Rock hard cider corner, back behind the net. And here come the Dogs moving the puck forward, bouncing it off of the boards. Defensemen for Tennessee get there first, but quickly intercepted by your UGA Ice Dawgs. Spielberger out on the ice. Keep your eyes on him right in front of the net. He wants one bad. Tennessee trying to rub him out of the spot there, as that's number 83 for Tennessee, Keenan Murphy. Now the puck comes around to the right-hand side, back out to the neutral zone, and Tennessee dumps it into the Bold Rock hard cider corner where it goes back behind the net. And who's there first? Looks like number 8, Kyle Harris for your UGA Ice Dawgs as they push it forward now. 3-on-2 opportunity for the Dogs, but they kind of take it easy on them right here. Eric Moggy sends it over on the left-hand side, back behind the board and around to the right. Spielberger with a stick on the puck, sends it out to the blue line. Big shot from the outside. Not able to make it all the way through that traffic as it goes all the way wide to the left, back behind the net and around to the right-hand side. Dogs hold it in right there at the blue line. That's Spielberger again. Excuse me, no, that is, can't see that number, but now Spielberger with the puck moving through the circle, sends it across to the left-hand side where number 23, Jackson Katz, first time we've called his name this evening, gets on the puck. And a nice move by number 11, Sean Nolan for Tennessee to push that puck back out into the neutral zone, giving the Volunteers an opportunity to get a line change right there, get some fresh people out on the ice. Shot coming down now, Dogs 2-on-1. Dogs definitely doing the honorable thing right there as number 21, Jay Stevens, just took the puck for a ride back around behind the net. Dogs looking to see if they can't set up some positional stuff right now, work on that as they head to the tournament in Savannah next week, Will.
Yeah, and that's a big tournament, Dave. You know, it's a big fun tournament, but also you're playing, you got Georgia Tech there, you got Florida there, South Carolina, a lot of big rivals, not only in the SEC, but also in the Southern Conference of the ACHA, and it's really important for Georgia. If they're going to make the national championships again this year, they got to run the table. They got to win the Savannah Classic, basically.
Speaking of winning, here come the Dogs down the ice right now. Number 21, Jay Stevens, over on the left-hand side. Nice screen right there by Stevens as the Dogs keep moving the puck around left to right. Heads back behind the net and around to Chris Santamaria. Chris Santamaria with it, brings it around to the right-hand side through the middle of the circle, sends it out past to the blue line. Dogs with a quick change while they're on the offense. It's just showing off at that point. Now the puck goes down the other end. Aaron Phillips with it, sends the puck forward. Dogs again on the offensive. Carter Penzian, Chris Santamaria, Caleb Santamaria out on the ice all at once. And the shot comes from Phillips on the outside.
Is that Phillips that scored that one? Yeah, I think you are
like
correct.
Phillips from the outside there.
Excellent job, Aaron Phillips on the score sheet from the defense to make it 6-0. And we haven't seen, and that's one thing that this UGA team is missing a little bit this year, is the defensemen that can really push the puck up and that are more offensive defensemen. However, that will not be a goal. It's the face-off will be to the outside of the blue line to the right. I didn't see what the call was, but no goal. It will stay 5-0 for your Ice Dawgs with 6 minutes, 56 seconds to go.
Fortune finds the University of Tennessee again. Just under 7 minutes left, and Dogs take that face-off cleanly. Carter Penzian gets it back to Aaron Phillips, moving it forward right there and across the blue line. Chris Santamaria over on the left-hand side. Santamaria sends it down to Penzian, back over to Santamaria. Santamaria back out to the blue line. We got a glove down on the ice. Big shot from the outside that goes wide on the glove side of Holder. Chris Santamaria sends it around the left-hand side. Penzian out to the blue line. Dogs working it over on the right-hand side. Big shot. Kick save right there by Holder.
And our spotter tells me that it was a high stick. Puck was knocked down by a high stick, so that blows things dead. No goal. Ref saw it. Eagle Eye ref saw it. Eagle Eye spotter saw it. But we did not, Dave, but we got that clarification. And
Hey.
there's one. That was coming right towards us before the net picked that one up. And here comes our ice crew for the first time tonight. And this sold-out crowd at the Akins Ford Arena. This time when they throw some T-shirts into the crowd, and this place goes wild.
We'll take a break here. That way you can hear the Marky Mark too.
We're fighting for their lives. Members of our ice crew will be coming around the arena and on the ice, shooting out those T-shirts to the loudest fans. Hopefully making it out of the The Ice Dawgs would also like to wish a happy 13th birthday to Candler Irby from the Dedham Youth Hockey League. Happy birthday, Candler.
Check, check, check.
Ice Dawgs fans, we'd like to thank you for making it back-to-back sellouts here at the Akins Ford Arena.
And the face-off won by the Ice Dawgs. They can't control it. It's outside the line, and Kyle Harris will have to retreat back into his own zone, pass across. He gets it right back, dumps it down quickly to number 2, Dan Zlatoposki. Zlatoposki across the line, waits, back to the point. Harris dumps it back to Zlatoposki. Pulaski let it go around behind the net, out to Krusko. Krusko cycles, loses the puck at center ice, and the Ice Dawgs will reset in their own zone. They bring it into the Volunteer end of the ring.
Back behind the net, over to the left-hand side, off the glass right there. Dogs keep it in the zone. Tennessee trying to get a stick on it, and they managed to do so, but not get it out of the zone. Nice move by the Dogs to hold it in place right there. 18, Austin Krusko centers it up, and a big stop right there. Credit where credit's due. Number 21, Jay Stevens, had the one-timer opportunity, and Holder stopped him.
Well, yeah, and you also had I'm trying to see who that is, number 83, Keenan Murphy for the Vols, actually out there covering that backside player. So UGA went for that. They know they can get the goalie moving. They can get him out of position a little bit. And if nobody's covering the guy, get a good shot away. But they actually had some traffic there. And Keenan Murphy made sure that that wasn't as clean a shot as the Ice Dawgs would have wanted. Saved by Holder. Still 5-0.
Cats wins that faceoff. Puck goes right in front of the net right there. But Tennessee gets the interception, and they push it up. Tennessee sending it all the way down to the other side. Barber kicks that one wide. 5 minutes left to go here in the period. Dogs working it down in the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Matt Druin working it over there on the right-hand side. Dogs send it back down the other way, tracking down the puck on the offensive end. 78, Eric Moggy. Jackson Cats denied right there on the glove side one-timer, but Dogs pick it right back up there.
And to see who got a stick on that one, whether it was Moggy or Katz, they were both kind of in the same spot. Katz, of course, with a lot longer reach than Moggy, and I believe he's the one that tipped it. That'll make it 6-0. Good to see Katz get one, as we've seen this year. Tremendous talent on that kid, but he really has trouble putting the puck in the net. He did get 2 last night, and he got a nice one now.
Will, I was able to get that on the replay. That was Eric Moggy. He was out there a little bit further with the redirect right there. Dogs win the face-off. Clean back, pushing it forward now, coming into the offensive end. Tennessee tracking it down. They get there first, but not able to control it as the Dogs push it back down south of the circle. Whips it around to the left-hand side. Dogs get there. Eric Moggy down south of the circle on the left-hand side, working the puck, moving it back behind the net. Moggy sends it out, and Tennessee gets a stick on it there. Number 41 for the Volunteers, Michael Garcia, with that, and here comes the Dogs back on the offensive end, moving it back and forth, give and go right there, carried all the way in, Eric Moggy, but Holder stops it. Gotta say, Holder does a better job than Gross at controlling the rebounds.
Yeah, and against this UGA team, you got to do that. I mean, they've always got someone buzzing around the net, whether it's Spielberger parked right in the crease, essentially, or and even with the 2 Santa Maria brothers who are typically moving a lot, they don't necessarily park themselves. They will get very close to that goaltender. They love picking up that trash. They love picking those pucks up, and that's serving Holder very well, controlling the rebounds in this game.
Face off there to the left of Holder. Big shot from the outside, but nothing doing. Tennessee sending it down the other way. Garcia with it. Big shot. Barber stops that one. Goes back behind the net and comes around to the left-hand side where the Dogs get on top of it and push the puck forward. Jacob Soloski out there was able to get it out of the zone. Soloski with the stick on his puck right now. Working over there on the left-hand side. Centers it up. Over to Caleb Santa Maria. Back and forth. Chris and Caleb working together. Back out to number 29, Solosky. Chris Santa Maria sends it over to Caleb wide to the right. Back over to Chris. Chris Santa Maria going diving right in front of the net. Really trying to put together a good place. Santa Maria brothers really taking the opportunity to work on some solid mechanics here, Will.
Yeah, but I got to give a lot of credit to Keenan Murphy. He had definitely got the memo that went out to watch that backside, and that's what he's been doing. In fact, he took the stick right out of Chris Santa Maria's hands with a great check and prevented a scoring opportunity by UGA. So Keenan Murphy, number 83, keep your eyes on him. He's got the puck right now, dumping it up the ice.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the period. Puck goes all the way across ice to the right-hand side. Tennessee on a little bit of a change, but the Dogs bring it down. Chase McDaniel had the puck, and now Spielberger with it around to the left-hand side. Spielberger looking for that first goal of the evening. Puck goes wide. Spielberger still in control, sends it around to the left again. Dogs just moving the puck around the ice right now. Sending it and cycling it between the different players. Tennessee trying to get it out of the zone. Moving it out to the red line. Good job by the Volunteers to get it out. But Dogs dump it back in deep. A little bit of a change right there for the Dogs. Gives Tennessee an opportunity to set up behind their own net with the interception by Carter Penzian. Penzian trying to center things up. Penzian, one-man wrecking crew. And that shot goes wide. Matt Druin takes a dirty hit from number 42, Cole Carpenter. Carpenter sucks.
Ooh, dumped him headfirst into the board. Druin, slow to get up. He's rotating the old head around and shoulders around as he went face first into the boards. Carpenter will get the penalty. It'll be interesting to see if they give him a 5-minute on that. I don't think they will. But that was a tough hit that he put on Druin. Druin, one of the veterans. We don't call his name a lot. He hasn't got a lot of ice time in his career. It was great to see that kid getting some in the last couple games here at the Akins Ford Arena at the Classic Center. Will only be a 2-minute boarding penalty to Cole Carpenter. First power play of the night for the Ice Dogs.
Dogs should quickly take advantage of this. Right there, Carter Penzian with a stick on it, sending it down to Chris Santa Maria, over to Dan Zlatopolsky. Back to Santa Maria on the left-hand side, sending it wide to the right. Caleb Santa Maria centers it up right there in front of the net, and Tennessee dumps it down the other way. Minute 40 left to go, almost mirroring the game clock right here. 2 seconds ahead on the penalty clock. Dogs bringing it across the blue line. Give and go back and forth on the left-hand side. Man advantage. Carter Penzian back out to the blue line. Back over to the left-hand side. Dogs not getting the full stick on that one, but keeping it in the zone. They'll get another shot at it right here. Sending it down to Chris Santa Maria, back behind the net and around to the left-hand side where Carter Penzian gets it outside the circle, sends it back down to Santa Maria, centering pass. Zlatopolsky not able to get on it, but Dogs keep it in right there. Carter Penzian, north of the circle on the left, sends it back and forth, give and go with Chris Santa Maria, wide to the other side. Caleb Santa Maria now with it on the right, centers it up right there. Down to Zlatopolsky, back out to Santa Maria, and shot on the goal. Chris Santa Maria trying to pick up the trash, but not able to get it. Chris Santa Maria right in front of the net. Now shot goes wide from the left-hand side, bounced right off the blocker there, looked like.
You know, great job by both teams. You got UGA moving the puck around a lot of crisp passes, getting the puck to Dan Zlatopolsky, who's getting some great ice time on the power play unit. Good to see that happening. Build some depth on this UGA team. But Tennessee not allowing them to really get any decent scoring chances. And that's why with 39 seconds to go, this power play is still going.
Puck comes down, Dogs take it right there. Spielberger out on the ice, defenseman moving it back and forth at the blue line. Phillips dumps it in right there. Krusko gets it on the right, sends it back out to the point. Dumped back into Krusko on the right. Eric Moggy gets it outside the circle on the right-hand side. Moggy working it back and forth. Sends it down to Krusko. Krusko sends it back out towards the blue line. Shot comes from the outside. Not able to control the rebound right there with Krusko gets a shot, but it goes over to the right-hand side. Under 10 seconds left to go here in the period and the penalty. And the puck over on the left right now. Spielberger, back to Spielberger. Centers it up. Nobody there to get it. And we'll end the period right there. 6 Dogs on top by 6. And 2 seconds left on the penalty to start the second.
For Dave Haddon, I'm Will Tudoroff. We'll talk to you at the start of the second period in about 15 minutes.
swear, I was like, I was looking like there just wasn't a proper breath.
I'm Danny here with Coach Emmett. Coach, another strong start to this game. What can you attribute success in front of the net to?
Well, it's stuff that we want to focus on going into next weekend. So anytime you get an opportunity to work on things like we are tonight, we want to make sure, again, we're working on things that are going to help us moving forward.
What are some of those things you're focusing on tonight?
Well, our net front play, obviously, there's areas on the ice we want to make sure we're winning battles at. Net front's one of them on both ends. Another thing is obviously our down low play, valuing the puck. So we're going to focus on that as we move on here in the next two periods.
How do you keep prepared and focused despite this lead?
Well, I mean, you just got to look at what's ahead. I mean, we got a lot of good hockey to be played left coming up in the coming weeks. So we got to make sure we're prepared and doing the right things and creating good habits out here right now and doing so. So any bad habits we're creating is not going to help us moving forward.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem, Dan. Thank you.
All right, Vols fans. It's our Akins Ford Arena first intermission tradition. We have the Battle of the Seals going on. We got three teams. To my right, Team A. Team B in the middle. To my left, Team C. And what you guys are going to do is you are going to race down to the red line on the other side, switch roles, and then race back. First team to cross the finish line scores some free Ice Dawgs gear. Sound like a plan? All right, fans, let's cheer them on. On your marks, get set, go! Team B off to a quick start. First across the midpoint line, Team B. Team A, a close second. Here's the switch. This is where things can go haywire. Looks like we got Team A and Team B neck and neck. But Team A is pulling away. Team A across the blue line. And congratulations, Team A. Awesome job. What's your names?
Jeff.
Jeff and Kala, congratulations. You guys are going to score some free Ice Dawg gear. You know, last night we had a photo finish. This wasn't even close. You guys ruled. Great job. All right, fans, coming out onto the ice. This is beautiful, brand new 2018 Ford Focus SEL. You can win a 2-year lease on this. Courtesy of Akins Ford Arena. Stop by the concourse to get your tickets for a chance to participate in the red line and shootout happening in the second intermission for your chance to win 2-year lease on this 2018 Ford Focus, courtesy of Akins Ford Arena. We're closer than you think.
And Dogs take that face-off right there. We've had a change in goal after a flawless first period for Emily Barber. She gives way to Brady Mulligan in goal, number 37 for your UGA Ice Dogs.
Mulligan still stretching out here down close to our side of the arena. We'll see what he's got to offer. It's the first chance I've had to watch Mulligan in net.
Absolutely. I guess if he lets one slip by, we'll just give him a mulligan to start. But pushes the puck over to the left-hand side right there. Dogs moving it back forward. Jackson Katz dumping it in towards goal. And covered up right there by Alex Holder.
19 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Just opened up this second period. 6-0 Ice Dogs, and I liked the crispness they played, how crisp that first period was. They got 24 shots, Dave, and obviously got 6 goals in the net, but a lot of great passes, a lot of nice moves out there. Really looking like a well-oiled machine at this point.
And right there in front of the net, that one looked like got covered up by Holder.
And another quick face-off. This one will be to the left of Holder. It'll be taken by number 18, Austin Krusko.
Dogs take that face-off, hold it in the zone, and now Tennessee dumps it out, but Cam Campbell gets his stick on it and sends that over to Krusko. Krusko moves it across the blue line onto the offensive end for your UGA Ice Dogs. 21, Jay Stevens moving it over back and forth. Campbell keeps it in. Big shot from Campbell on the outside. That one goes wide. Sticks it over there on the left-hand side. Sends it back behind the net right now. Looks like that's number 23 for the Dogs. Moving it 21, Jay Stevens. Stevens gets it centered out by the blue line. Number 91, Chris Kiristez out there. Tennessee getting a stick on it, working back and forth. Tennessee working it on the left-hand side, dumping it all the way down the other end, finally getting it cleared out, but Chris Kiristez gets there for the Dogs.
And we may have had a goaltender change for Tennessee as well. Unfortunately, our vantage point does not allow us to really have a good look to see who that is, but it looks to me that we're going back to Tyler Gross, who played the game last night. We'll get confirmation on that as soon as we can. However, we might get a little action for Brady Mulligan here as the faceoff will be to his left.
But the Dogs win it cleanly right there. Number 3, Nate Michelson, sends that one all the way down to the other end, but Carter Penzian tracking down that puck right there in front of the net, bringing it back around behind the net. And the hard thing for Alex Holder down there is that the student section has completely filled in. So as the action heats up down at that end, it's going to be tough for Holder in goal. Speaking of what's tough for him, he's way too far out of goal right now. Looked like he thought he was headed to the bench. He got so far out of goal. Dogs hold it in at the blue line, send the puck up forward right there on the left-hand side, send it all the way across to the right. Dogs working it, keeping it in at the blue line. Carter Penzian sending it down to the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Redirect from Caleb Santa Maria. And Alex Holder with his back to the rest of the ice.
What number was he, Dave?
Number 32 in there.
Are you sure? I think that's Tyler Gross down there.
You think that's Gross down there?
I do.
I can't see that far. We'll check the replay. And there goes the shot and goal, so we'll get a good look at that on the replay right here. Sure looked like Gross the way he let it go by him.
He did have a tough one last night. Yeah, and there it is, the backside player. That is 39. Tyler Gross back in net.
Tyler Gross didn't get enough on the first 15 last night. Let's one by right there, number 7 for your UGA Ice Dogs as we see the faceoff out at center ice. Number 23, Jackson Katz. And Tennessee gets the better part of that one, but Dogs right back on top of it. Tennessee trying to move the puck across the blue line. Jackson Katz rubs him off the puck right there. Sends it over to number 8, Kyle Harris. Cross ice pass, Dogs dump it in. Solosky sends it all the way back in. Jackson Katz in the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Back behind the net. Katz bringing it around to the right-hand side again. Tennessee trying to get the interception, but Soloski's right there to get his stick on the puck for your UGA Ice Dawgs. Tennessee finally able to get it out the zone into the neutral zone right now, pushing it down towards the offensive end, but your UGA Ice Dog defensemen are there first. Number 8, Kyle Harris, sending the puck forward. Now, David Spielberger. Keep your eyes on him, folks. He needs that goal tonight as Soloski works on the left-hand side. Soloski taking it back behind the net, coming around to the right-hand side. Centering pass right there. Looked like that was Jackson Katz who took the shot on goal against Gross. Now comes back Cam Campbell, tracking down the puck behind his own net. Gets it over to Chris Kiristez on the right-hand side. Kiristez moves the puck forward, pushing it up there. And now Tennessee with the interception sends it off the boards, down into the offensive end, but right into the waiting stick of Chris Kiristez, who moves it back forward to Zlatopolsky on the left-hand side. And a nice kick save right there from Gross.
Yeah, the UGA player right on the doorstep. That shot from the point. Nice job by UGA, but great job by Tyler Gross to make that save, get down in that butterfly position and kick that one out.
15 minutes, 44 seconds. Back to Cam Campbell right there. And right in front of Gross, but it bounced off of the post. Gross got lucky on that one. 91, Chris Kiristez sends another one in. Gross not so lucky this time as he lets it through the 5-hole.
We'll see who that was, Dave. It was Penzian that scored that last goal. I apologize.
Looked like that was Chris Kiristez from the outside, I believe.
Oh, I think there was a tip there. Yeah, Austin Krusko getting his stick on that one. Krusko with his first of the weekend.
Just the tip. Number 18, Austin Krusko, out to take the faceoff for the Dogs right now. Akins Ford Arena. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Chris Kiristez over on the right-hand side, moving that puck back and forth, drops down into the Dogs' defensive end. Cam Campbell moving the puck forward, across the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Big shot goes wide of the goal, but the Dogs right there to get back on top of it. Dan Zlatopolsky getting a Zlata stick on that one. Now moving it over there. Jay Stevens gets rocked in the corner, but stays on his feet. Big shot right there from the outside, goes wide. Zlatopolsky back on top of it on the left side for the Dogs, splitting the two defenders from Tennessee right there. But Tennessee with a little poke check to send it all the way back down here to Brady Mulligan. Back behind the net and coming around on the right-hand side. Dogs get their stick on it. 21, Jay Stevens with that one. Stevens sends it off the board. See a little bit of a line change here from the Dogs. Dogs just playing a little 2-on-5, taking it easy here. Giving it a minute to let the line change happen. Eric Moggy pushes the puck forward. Dogs send it into the offensive end. Caleb Santa Maria coming in from the left-hand side and just sticks it right there on the glove side.
Caleb's second goal of the evening. And we're going to give a shout out to Cam Campbell's cousin. Say that one 10 times fast. Who's watching on YouTube tonight. We're having a look at the replay here to see, yeah, there it is, top shelf right over the glove. Caleb Santa Maria with number 2.
Chris Santa Maria in to take the face-off for your UGA Ice Dawgs. Kicks it over to Carter Penzian. Penzian on the offensive, one man to beat right here, but Penzian content to set up the play on the outside. Sends it over to the left. Tennessee gets there first. Tennessee dumps it back out into neutral ice and all the way back down towards Brady Mulligan. Dogs get to it, sending it, moving it back forth. Nate Michelson had his stick on it, but Tennessee dumps it back into the offensive end. Brady Mulligan slows down the puck behind his net. Nate Michelson working it back and forth, sends it up and around on the left-hand side. Dogs lose control of it, but Nate Michelson quickly recovers on that. Carter Penzian trying to take it across the blue line, but Tennessee putting a little pressure on the Dogs in the neutral zone here. And that one slips past Eric Moggy as it dumps into the Bold Rock hard cider corner. We see a 3-man change for your UGA Ice Dawgs. And right there in front of the net, Jacob Soloski trying to make something happen. Puck goes back behind the net, coming around to the right-hand side now. Looks like that's number 7, Chris Santa Maria with it. Santa Maria gets it centered up, sends it over to the left-hand side. Shot from the outside. And Gross out of goal right there, out of the net. Living dangerously. Dogs drop the puck back here down in their own end. Number 8, Kyle Harris. Harris sends it up to the left. Dogs pushing it forward on the offensive now. Trying to set up the play right in front of the net. Number 7, Chris Santamaria sends it back to Harris. Harris back to Santamaria again. Santamaria trying to split the screen. And now Kyle Harris stays on the puck, moving it back and forth between the defensemen. Chase McDaniel pushing it up. And we get a little whistle on the ice right there, Will.
I think that'll be, I believe, icing against the Ice Dawgs. Face-off will come to the left of Mulligan. Good chance for Tennessee to try to get a couple shots in on Mulligan here. We have not seen Drew King come out in his uniform, so again, hopefully he is okay, but I think he's done for the evening.
And puck heads back behind the net, and now Dogs with it, bringing it forward. Chris Santamaria on the right-hand side, looking to set up the play in the Bold Rock hard side or corner. Santamaria stays on the puck. Tennessee applying pressure right now. Santamaria sends it over to the left-hand side outside the circle. Santamaria hence to the bench. Jackson Katz hits the ice. Dogs stay on the offensive. Another little change right there. And getting a little chippy down there in the corner. Dogs playing a more physical style of hockey. Jackson Katz sends it around to Jay Stevens on the right-hand side. Jay Stevens dumps it back into that Bold Rock hard cider corner. And nice move by Chris Kiristez right there to hold it in at the blue line. Dogs stay on the offensive right here. Jackson Katz looking to make him pay, and he does.
And he made the pass across. See who got that one. I don't know. Was that Spielberger's first one? We'll have a look at this on the replay. Somebody's parked right in front of the net with no one covering him, and there it is. David Spielberger finally getting a goal in his final game here at the Classic Center, the Akins Ford Arena.
David Spielberger, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it.
That's right, that kid's been working hard. Small guy, but boy, does he play like a big man out there. He is tough player. Parks himself in front of the net. There's a shot on Mulligan. He kicks it aside nicely, Dave.
Spielberger, small guy, big results. And right now, Jay Stevens moving the puck forward up the left-hand side. Comes off the stick of the Tennessee defenseman as they send it back into the neutral zone. Tennessee dumps it in right off of the referee. That is going to leave a mark. Jay Stevens over on the left-hand side, crossing the blue line, but Tennessee right there to push it back to the neutral zone. Jay Stevens resetting in the neutral zone on the left-hand side. Tennessee trying to come away with it. Cam Campbell holding it in the zone, and now Tennessee dumps it on the offensive end, but right to Chris Kiristez, who sends it off the boards, and Zalatoposki is checking it down in the offensive end into that Bold Rock hard cider corner, setting it up, moving it over to the left-hand side. Campbell not able to hold it in. He got rocked on that one, goes down but quickly gets back up. Campbell moving it in now, and looks like that was a shot and a goal. Cam Campbell, check it that, Jay Stevens, number 21.
Yeah, Stevens picked up one last night early in the game. He's got another one tonight to make it 11-0 for your Ice Dawgs. Nice little move to beat him on. Looked like the short side on this one. That was the pass across, beautiful pass across. It was Krusko that slammed that one home. Stevens didn't get it. Krusko gets his second. Stevens will get the assist on this one.
And clean back right there for the Dogs. Number 6, Aaron Phillips, goes off the boards. Carter Penzian trying to track down the puck, and that went right into the chest of Nate Michelson. Nate Michelson dropped it down, and give and go back and forth between the Tennessee players in the neutral zone. And looks like we got a souvenir for the fans right there.
Free puck, everybody's standing around. There we go, somebody finally picked it out. That was a little bit dangerous the way it went out just in front of the net that surrounds each end of the rink, and nobody was watching that one. Almost hit one of the spectators, but everybody's safe. Face-off will be outside the line to the right of Mulligan. It's going to be taken by Jackson Katz.
He's cool for Katz right there as he takes that one, and Tennessee dumps it in on the left-hand side. But Mulligan sets it up behind the net right there, and Dogs push it back forward into the neutral zone. Tennessee dumps it in again, but quickly. Aaron Phillips with a stick on it. Phillips content to move it forward and off the boards, passing it to himself. Now Phillips moving forward into the offensive end, into that Bold Rock hard cider corner. Tries to set up behind the net, keeps it on the right-hand side. Phillips still with it by himself, just dancing with himself out there. Back and forth, Eric Moggy finally getting his stick on it. Back to Moggy. Moggy back to Phillips. And slips out to the neutral zone right there. Check that, that stayed in, just barely.
Linesman kept it in.
Good job, linesman.
Pardon me, lineswoman.
Linesperson keeps that in. Now moving the puck over to the left-hand side on the offensive end for Tennessee, but Jackson Katz kicks it back down the other way. Tennessee trying to get on there, but Dogs dump it in. Eric Moggy over on the left-hand side, just outside the circle. Moggy looking for somebody to pass to, but the rest of the team headed to the bench for a second there. And now back out to the blue line, cross-ice pass. Chase McDaniel sends it into traffic. Dogs trying to pick up the rebound right there. Chase McDaniel back out at the outside. Chase McDaniel sending it in again. And looks like somebody got a little tip in on that.
Yeah, McDaniel with the shot, and see who is sitting right next to the goal.
Don't forget, folks, tip your goalies, tip your bartenders, and tip your wingers.
And that might have been, hey, David Spielberger picks up number 2 on the evening after we've been a little hard on David Spielberger, telling him he's got to get a couple goals, and he finally has.
I would say rooting for him in that Tiger Mom fashion.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it. But I did bust his chops a little bit after the game last night. You know, his parents are here. Got to pop one in the net when Mom's here, right?
Right. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left to go. Dogs putting the pressure on here. Bold Rock, hard cider corner, puck back behind the net and coming around to the left. Back behind the net, around to the right side. Solowski there, holding it in, sending it down to Kyle Harris. Back into the corner right now, back behind the net. Pushing it around to the left-hand side. Dogs staying in control. Jay Stevens pushing it out right there, right at the blue line. Puck stays in right there. Nice move by the Dogs to keep it in. Tom Mahoney with that uncalled penalty, number 55, as he just boarded one of the Dogs right there, like he works at a kennel. Puck around to the left-hand side now, outside the circle, back out towards the blue line. Chase McDaniel with it, working it back down towards the circle. Bounces off the boards and heads deep down the other way. Right there into the waiting stick of Mulligan. Mulligan sends it back behind the net, around to the right-hand side. Number 8, Kyle Harris, pushes it up forward and over to Jacob Solowski on the left in front of the Dogs bench. Solowski brings it on the offensive end. Solowski content to set things up from the left side, down into the corner. Dogs cycling the puck around right now. Really more just taking it for a walk. Pushing it forward now, Caleb Santa Maria over on the right-hand side. Santa Maria outside the circle, centers it out to the blue line. Big shot from the outside by Cam Campbell. Quick, Carter Penzian on it on the left-hand side. Penzian's shot goes wide. Dogs pick it up, though, right in front of the net again. And looks like that was a glove save, or did that one go up into the netting?
It was a glove save, Dave. Nice job by Gross on that quick shot as the Ice Dogs moving the puck back and forth very well. They've got it over to one of the Santa Maria brothers who had that great shot, but another nice save. And here comes the T-shirt cannon. This should get a solid rise from the crowd. And it looks like, I thought for a second there we're going to have a dog on the ice. There is a...
we have 5 of them, 6 of them actually.
Well, actually there is almost had 7 for a second there. And the crowd going wild for the T-shirt cannon. Solid period so far for the Ice Dogs. Really concentrating, moving that puck around, getting those crisp passes. They haven't had very much opportunity tonight with only 1 penalty for either team, so we haven't seen much of the penalty kill or the power play unit. However, on the 5-on-5 hockey, doing a solid job of really moving that puck around, and we're still seeing some good ice time for some of our younger players.
action back out on the ice right here. Face off over there to the side of Gross, but Tennessee with control. Chris Santamaria in the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Just give and go back and forth, practicing between those Tennessee players. Sends it out to the blue line. Goes wide over to the left-hand side. Dogs let Tennessee take it out into the neutral zone, kicking it all the way down to Mulligan. And we get a quick whistle on that. Looks like Caleb Santamaria headed to the box there, Will.
Yeah, a big cross check from Caleb. And that will put Tennessee on the power play. So good chance for Tennessee to get a scoring opportunity here, obviously, but for the Ice Dawgs to really get a little bit of work on their penalty kill. That's important as we go into this home stretch. We get close to the playoffs, getting close to the potential national championship berth. And UGA's got to win, pretty much run all their games to get that berth. They got to run the table. So getting some work for your special teams, your power play, your penalty kill is important. Jackson Katz is going to take the face-off to the left of Mulligan.
And Tennessee takes that face-off, and traffic right there in front of Mulligan. First real challenge he's seen of the evening. And stoically he handles that big shot from the outside by Eric Moggy, but goes way wide. Dogs going to have to reset in the neutral zone. Tennessee kicking it in there, trying to put the pressure on as they take advantage of this power play opportunity. Dogs dump it all the way down the other way.
Yeah, and Moggy coming in like that, he can't take that big shot and have it miss the net. He's got to keep it down low. It ricocheted off the boards and really turned into a nice pass for Tennessee. Against some of the teams they're going to face late in the season, that could be a costly error by Moggy. So he's got to get that shot on net.
Now puck coming back down this way. Number 3, Nate Michelson gets on it and sends it all the way back down to the Bold Rock hard cider corner. We're under 6 minutes left to go. Minute 2 left to go here in the penalty. Tennessee trying to move it up the ice, short-handed right now. With the man advantage. Tennessee coming in on the offensive end, right there in front of Mulligan. And Austin Kresko dumps it all the way down to the other end. Gross gets his stick on it. Gross moves the puck forward. Dogs go for a little bit of a change right here on the penalty kill. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the period. 34 seconds left here in the penalty kill. Now working that puck back and forth out towards the blue line. Tennessee keeping it in on the right-hand side, sends it around to the left. Dribbling out there, but the Dogs get there first to Spielberger, not able to get it out of the zone. And with the little redirect tip right there, another stop by Mulligan, who's been solid in goal so far. Mulligan with another stop right there, sends it wide. Chase McDaniel gets a stick on it. We're at 10 seconds left to go here in the penalty, under 5 minutes left in the period. Full change right there for your UGA Ice Dawgs. Tennessee behind their own net, coming up on the Bold Rock hard cider side, sending it cross ice. Now moving across that Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com, as Zlatopolsky pushes it back out to the neutral zone and off the boards in front of the Dogs bench. Tracking it down is Tennessee, who gets there first, sends it behind their own net and around to the right-hand side. Dogs keep it in at the blue line. Tennessee gets the poke check to push it back out to the neutral zone. Jay Stevens sends it over to the left-hand side. Dogs dump it into the Clark County bus corner. Back behind the net and around to the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Pile up in the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Hard hits in the hard cider corner. Tennessee comes out of that one with the puck, moves it forward into the neutral zone and down on the offensive, except the linesman got right in the way and had it caught up in his skate.
Well, there's going to be a penalty on this one, Dave. The referees are conferring about the actual infraction. We'll see what the call ends up being, but it will go to the Ice Dawgs. And somebody that already went to the bench there'll be a roughing call. We'll see who gets off who the lucky winner is getting off the bench there. Going to be number 2, Dan Zlatopolsky, getting on the score sheet for the wrong thing, a roughing penalty. Second straight power play for your Tennessee Volunteers. And I tell you what, the most spark that we've seen from them all night was on that last power play. They got 3 shots on Mulligan.
And way up in the air right there, headed all the way down towards Gross. Chris Kiristez looked like he traded in his stick for a fungo bat with that one. Moving it back off the boards, coming across the blue line right here. Dogs on the offensive, but they're playing shorthanded, setting up behind their own net. Cam Campbell And Carter Penzian dumps it all the way down. Gets it right back out of there. Gross getting a little excited as he just did a little pirouette out there in middle ice. Now Tennessee moving it back up, Will.
Yeah, if had he nailed that, I probably would have given him a 9.5, maybe a 9.2 on that. But
9 point anything would be the most points Tennessee ever got.
that's pretty harsh, Dave.
3 minutes, 19 seconds left to go. Dogs on top by 12.
Face-off will be to the right of Mulligan. And Tennessee looking for that spark, looking a little bit tired out there. You know, I tell you what, it's tough driving in from Knoxville last night, playing a game, and then a second game in a row tonight. That's a tough thing in this ACHA. You got to make those long road trips and play 2 or 3 games in a weekend.
And puck down in the corner on the right-hand side. Tennessee keeping it in, still taking advantage of the power play. Now two-man advantage for Tennessee Volunteers. Dogs volunteering to make it a little easier on them with the 3-on-5 hockey.
That's right, that hooking penalty going to number 7, Chris Santamaria.
And Carter Penzian working down there in the corner. Little 4-on-1 action, but he looks like he came out with the better part of it. He heads to the bench, though. And here come the Volunteers looking to make a move down the ice. And that one, little wide to goal right there. Dogs pick it up first, send it back out to Tennessee, give them another shot. And Tennessee keeps it in the zone, working it down south of the circle over on the left-hand side.
Tell you what, Cam Campbell with 2 block shots and now carries it out, and he's on a breakaway. Campbell tucks it in the far side. Cam Campbell, the one-man wrecking machine.
Hope his
2 men
cousin's
down.
still watching on that one.
Wow, he blocked the first shot with his trailing leg, kind of dragged it behind him and lined it up, blocked the second shot, solid right on his pads, and then about 10 seconds later steals the puck, goes coast to coast because he's the most. Cam Campbell puts number 13 on the board.
With the baker's dozen right there, but we're going to get a quick review in the box as they get it all sorted out, because we still have 2 penalties on the board, because that was a super short-handed by your UGA Ice Dawgs.
That's right. So I don't know if Cam Campbell heard me or knew that his cousin was watching on YouTube, but there you go. There's a goal from your relative.
And 10 seconds left in the first penalty, under a minute left in the second, but it doesn't really matter because 3-on-5 is still good enough for the Dogs to increase their lead. Here I go talking.
That's right. Volunteers get it right back. Number 19, Jacob Mercurio with the shot, beating Mulligan to the glove side, high in the glove side. So Dave, you've been waiting to say this all night. Go for it.
I already said it. We can't take
right.
that Mulligan back now.
He had his mulligan early on. But yeah, just nice job by Tennessee getting the puck to the right guy who was wide open, and Mercurio picked that top corner.
18, Austin Krusko in to take the face-off for the Dogs. And first penalty expires, 40 seconds left on the penalty to Chris Santamaria. 4-on-5 hockey, Dogs still down a man. And right there, keeping it in. Dogs started taking it personal now as the goose egg has gone away. Nate Michelson dumps it in, goes off of the pad of Gross, back behind the net. Tennessee sets it up, trying to move it forward through the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Kicked back down the other way. Gross will get there first. He should, he's in goal. Goes back behind the net, comes around to the right-hand side, cross ice pass to the left, intercepted by the Dogs. Just can't say that enough tonight. Caleb Santamaria sets it up on the left-hand side. Big shot comes off of Gross. Really see the difference in the rebound control between Gross and Holder. Holder much better at controlling those rebounds in the first period. Puck goes over to the left-hand side. Dogs get there first, hold it in out there. Nate Michelson sends it right in front of the net. Lots of traffic comes over to the right-hand side. Caleb Santamaria tipping it back in. Austin Krusko right in front of the net. Krusko not able to get that one.
Just waited a little bit too long and gave Gross the time to slide across and get into position, because otherwise Krusko, he was all alone on that stick side. But Gross with a nice save, 51 seconds to go. 13-1 for your Ice Dawgs. Tennessee one player short. Hopping off the bench is Jordan Schnall. When they call your number on the bench, you got to be ready.
Schnall with a stick on the puck right there, but Dogs take it away. Jay Stevens over on the right-hand side, sending it back over to the left. Down in front of the net right now, all the traffic there. Chase McDaniel out of the blue line and back into the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Dogs working it in that Bold Rock hard cider corner, send it back behind the net and around to the left-hand side. Soloski sends it back behind the net to Zlata Polsky, who sends it over to the right-hand side. Cross-ice pass to the left at the blue line. And big one from the outside. Gross dives at it, and he pays for it as they come back around.
Yeah, the puck took a UGA bounce off the boards and came right out to a player who was all alone, where Gross had committed, possibly overcommitted a little bit on the stick side to make that save, and he was way out of position when it took that great bounce off the boards.
Now that looks like, yeah, that was between his legs, Will. He stuck the stick between his legs and hit it from the back like a globetrotter trick shot. That's where we're at in this game.
Yeah, he was out of position, but he was able to make that trick shot. Number 21, Jay Stevens, second goal of the weekend.
Right there, back and forth. Under 10 seconds left to go here. 14-1, Dogs on top. And now back out to the blue line. One over the left-hand side. Big one-timer from the outside. And man, Tennessee lucky to get out of this one with the score the way it is. Brady Mulligan lets one slip by, and I don't even know how many for Gross because I quit keeping score right there. 14-1, Dogs on top by a baker's dozen. For Will Tudoroff, I'm Dave Haddon. We'll see you right back here for the third period.
I'm Danny, joined again with Coach Emmett. Coach, what's it like having a crowd like this at the games each night for this team and this program?
Well, I mean, obviously it's great energy. It's something that a lot of teams don't get to have at their home arenas, and it's great to be in Athens and great to be home, and especially after grinding the first half of the season out on the road for the most part, it's great to come home and see great energy like this.
You talked about this weekend's games being good preparation for the tournament in Savannah. How ready is this team at this point for next weekend?
Well, I think the only true telltale is when we step on the ice on Friday against Florida. That's when we'll know. Tonight, there's some bad habits, we got out there that I want to clean up still, and it's always tough in a game like this to play clean, but that's something that we still got to focus on for the 20 minutes here.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Danny.
All right, Exxon fans, it's time for our fourth red line shootout, courtesy of Akins Ford Arena. We have Trip out here, who's going to get a chance to win this beautiful brand new 2018 Ford. And he has his good luck tar. Let's hear it for Tate. All right, Trip, what you got to do? You got one shot, just one shot. Make it put that in the hole, and you score that brand new throw, 4 goals. All right, let's cheer it on. All right, Special thanks to Akins Ford Arena for sponsoring the Ford Arena shootout. Akins Ford Arena, we're closer than you think. All right, fans, it's time for Chuck a Puck. Get those pucks you've been purchasing. And chuck them onto the ice when I say it's time to go. Someone hits that red dot right in the center there. Don't throw it yet. Don't throw it yet. Someone hits this red dot here in the middle. We're going to score a $200 Canadian gift card. No one hits the red dot. The next closest one's in the orange circle will score a $20 gift card. All right, on your marks. Get set. Go! Chuck your pucks! That is a lot of chuck pucking going on with this. We have one really close to the red dot in the circle. The ice cream's going to have a lot of work to do here to pick up these pucks. All right, about 10 seconds left to chuck those pucks. Oh, look at this, we got one rolling. No, just over the red dot. All right, 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop chucking those pucks, please. We are definitely going to have the winner of a $20 gift card from Kava. Kava, we card Ukraine. Also, we'd like the winner. We would like to announce the winner of a 50/50 raffle ticket. If you are holding a coupon, ticket number 8462633, 8462633. Please come to the UGA hockey prize table to score your prize.
Might be a Charlene.
And the crowd that's remaining doing a few woofs there with the big Go Dogs sick 'em. Dave, we're in the third period, 14-1 for the Ice Dawgs.
And the puck moves down the ice right there on the right-hand side. Gross still in goal, having to deal with the Ice Dog fans right here, though. And the puck moving around, coming up the right-hand side, down the ice. Dogs on the offensive, sending it back behind the net. Spielberger looking for a third goal right here. Hat trick opportunity for him. Gave him enough hard time about getting some goals. Now he needs to step it up, get the hat trick. Wouldn't you say, Will?
That's right. Keep the pressure on the kid. That's what I say.
That's right. Winners run through the tape. Now coming across the blue line, working it on the right-hand side. Chris Santa Maria trying to find somebody to pass to. Gets it down to Eric Moggy. Cross ice pass to the left-hand side. Dogs keep it in, centering to Santa Maria on the left. Santa Maria brings it behind the net, working it around on the left-hand side. Outside the circle, centers it back to the blue line. Dogs with the big shot right there. Gross lets it go by. Bounces off the rebound, just pushes it over his shoulder. Fantastic move.
Be interesting to see who gets credit for that one. I don't know if it's
Gross gets credit for it.
Yes, true. Nate Mickelson with the initial shot. I don't know if it was tipped or not. But yeah, Gross himself tipped it up in the air and went over his shoulder. And interesting, you know, Gross has played the bulk of the games for Tennessee. Their normal backup has been Mia Becker, but Alexander Holder playing his first game tonight.
Face off right there, taken by the Dogs over on the left-hand side, pushing it down into the offensive zone, but Tennessee gets there first. Carpenter tries to move that forward. He had that vicious hit earlier in the second period that went uncalled, but now Dogs on the offensive over on the left-hand side, moving it back behind the net. There's a lot of Polsky right there, sends it to the left, but nobody home to catch it. Nice move by the Dogs to keep it in at the blue line, but Tennessee able to push it back out to the neutral zone. Now down the other way, Nate Michelson gets there first as he puts it back behind the net and sends it around up to Zlatopolsky on the left. Zlatopolsky moving it through the circle. Tennessee with the interception. Tennessee with the shot from the outside. Nothing doing. Pile up in front of the net. Number 11 for the Volunteers goes down right there in front of the net. Sean Nolan. But he gets back up.
So yeah, we had a lot of good things to say about Holder in that first period, and that's the first action he's had for the Volunteers this year. I think that bodes well for him. I thought he did a solid job. But the bulk of the work going tonight to Gross. He's going to play 5 out of the 6 periods here. And that was Spielberger got credit on the tip on that one.
Hey!
What are we going to say about the kid now? He got the hat trick. That's all we asked for him. And there's a quick one. Penzian over to Caleb, and Caleb Santa Maria gets the hat trick.
That was nasty right there. Ooh-wee, that was another hat trick right there. Caleb Santa Maria, quick goal. Dogs keep that up, we'll get to 20. Face-off taken on the Akins Ford Arena logo, goes back towards Emily Barber. She pushes it off to the side. Defenseman takes it right there, pushes it up to Carter Penzian, but Tennessee gets their stick on it. Sends it back behind the net and around to the left-hand side. Big hit right there. Puck moves out to the neutral zone across that Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Dumping it down here on the right, left side, cross ice pass to the right. Cutting through the traffic. Tennessee with the interception. 83 Keenan Murphy pushes it up, and we get a whistle right there. Looks like that puck headed into the bench.
Right you are, Dave. The face-off will be to the left of Gross.
Fun fact, Tennessee knocking the puck into their own bench is the only way some of those guys get to ever touch the puck.
Again, Dave, just a little harsh.
Now the faceoff will be down here to the left side of Gross, and Dogs take that one. Jackson Katz moving it over there, working it on the outside of the circle. Katz sticking around there. Now working, trying to get back on top of the puck. Looks like that was number 11, Spielberger, doing that good job in there. Gross goes for the glove save, but he's too little too late on that one.
Yeah, right you are, Dave. And it's a case again of, really I think Tennessee pretty dejected now, really not covering anybody out there, and UGA just tic-tac-toe around and getting the shots away. That'll make it 17, and Moggy gets his hat trick.
Maybe the Dogs can get a few penalties, help them out, go back to a little 3-on-5 hockey here, get it close to even. The puck goes deep down the other side. Defensemen just practicing their passes back and forth, coming off the boards. A lot of Polsky trying to move it forward. Dogs on the offensive. Oh, hey, look at that one. That one didn't go in the net. Back behind the net, coming around on the right-hand side. Austin Krusko sends it back out to the blue line, back down to Krusko on the right. There's a lot of Polsky working it south of the circle. There's a lot of Polsky sends it back out to the blue line on the left-hand side. Dogs dump it in all the way. Krusko not able to get on top of it, fighting it back away from the Tennessee player. And big shot right there, goes wide, stays on the boards around to the left-hand side. Jay Stevens with a nice move back to the blue line. Dogs send it back in on the left-hand side. 16 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the game. Dogs firmly in control, 17-1. And out of goal wide is Gross. Looks like they pulled him, but he's back in there now.
They say he pulled himself.
Yeah. Now moving back out there to the blue line. Dogs dump it back in. Gross makes a stop. 2 in a row. He's on a roll. Call him Butter. Now the shot comes in from the outside, but he couldn't handle 3. 91, Chris Kiristez. I think that's like his 10th of the night.
Well, actually, it's his first, Dave. We haven't really called his number or name since early on when he laid that devastating hit onto Drew King, which really kind of set the tone, and whatever energy I think the Vols had early on was let out of them when their star player was pretty much run over at the blue line. Kind of got Eric Lindros there early on by Karastats. Now Karastats on the score sheet with a goal.
And puck off the boards right there. Dogs still with the offensive control. Caleb Santa Maria sends it over to his brother Chris, who's also on the ice with Carter Penzian, which means we're going to have another face-off out at center ice here pretty darn quick. Shot from the blue line, kicked off to the side by Gross. Dogs work it on the outside of the right side. Cross ice pass to the left, cross the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. Number 3, Nate Michelson moves it back forward. Chris Santa Maria getting it over to Carter Penzian. Penzian with 1 to beat, comes off the top crossbar, and Gross gets a gift right there. The only thing that can stop the puck down at this end is not the goalie, it's the crossbar.
Wow, I'm kind of speechless, Dave. Honestly, 17-1. Although I do believe it's 18-1. I don't know if that last goal by Karastats didn't get counted or what.
I don't think the scoreboard goes that high. But now, puck right there in front of the net. Spielberger trying to get on it, working for that 4th goal. Jacob Soloski sends it back out to the point. Soloski over here on the right-hand side, and nice stop by Gross. Did you see that, Will? He's playing so far out that Spielberger had an opportunity to go behind Gross cleanly through the crease.
Well, Dave, you got to come out and challenge the shooters. I don't have a problem with that. If it's coming to a shot from the point, you got to move out. You got to cut that angle down.
Good job, Will. Like to see that good sportsmanship that you're announcing right there, sticking up for Gross.
I'm sticking up for all goalies. I was talking about that with Emily Barber last night, that I wanted to see her come out and challenge those shooters a little more. You got to do that. You got to take that chance. You got to trust your defenseman is going to clear out a guy like Spielberger to make sure he doesn't get in behind you. And that's where the Volunteers have struggled. Gross is doing the right thing. However, his teammates aren't always doing on the same page as him. Penalty taken by the Volunteers. Michael Garcia heads to the box. He took a penalty last night. It'll be the power play for the first time this evening for your Ice Dogs. They win the face-off cleanly. Back to the point. Out. Shot goes wide, in behind the net. Picked up by Katz. Katz back to the right point. Back to Katz. Katz looking for someone in front. Tennessee covering things up nicely. They've collapsed that penalty kill box down. UGA moving the puck around in behind. Katz to the point, back to Katz. He passes out in front, nice little move. Stevens spins around, Gonna go cross ice, I think. No, back to the point, back cross ice. Great puck moving. Aaron Phillips with a shot. It goes wide. Karastats back at the point. Into Selesky. Selesky and it was sitting on the line. Katz couldn't slam it home after Stevens, with the initial shot and the rebound, was trickling into the net. And Katz couldn't put it home. Here's someone all alone, fires it wide. Karastats.
Katz over on the right-hand side, all over the puck like a can of tuna, keeping it in the zone right there in front of the blue line. Jay Stevens trying to move it forward, but a little poke check back out to the neutral zone. Stevens brings it across the blue line now. Setting things up, 2-on-2. 3-on-2 now with the Tennessee getting there. Dogs still on the power play, but keeping the defenseman back. Now the puck comes over to the left-hand side. Tennessee sends it off the boards. Dogs keep it in. Cam Campbell, who had that great breakaway goal in the second period, finally heads down the other way. Under 13 minutes left to go. Under 25 seconds left to go here in the penalty. Dogs trying to take advantage of the power play. Now the Dogs bringing it down the ice. Still on the power play for another 10 seconds. Spielberger pushes it out to the left-hand side. Santa Maria working out by the point. Sends it across to the right side. Dogs bring it down just outside the circle on the right. Back out to that right point. Back down to Spielberger on the right in the middle of the circle. Spielberger centering it up. Zlatopolsky, and that was a big one. And that one made it in behind Gross.
And word on the street, Dave, that is not Dan Zlatopolsky playing and wearing number 2. That it's actually Seth Johnston. Of course, Johnston wore 22 last night, and we've got that correction actually after the game started. And again, we get a correction tonight. It might not be Dan Zlatopolsky. So not quite sure. Oh, did someone get a piece of that one?
Because Zlatopolsky not being out there is really going to cut down on my puns.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty much all the material you've got is under that. Seth Johnston's got a pretty straightforward name. Sorry, Dave.
Ugh. Now the puck moving around on the left-hand side.
That's why I didn't tell you till late in the third period.
Appreciate it. Might as well get those a lot of jokes out of here. Now moving forward, coming down the right-hand side. Dogs in control of the puck. Tennessee able to rub them off there as Walker for the Volunteers, but Dogs keep it in over there. Nice move by number 11, Sean Nolan. Big shot from the outside, and a stop right there by Mulligan, Will.
Big rebound, though. Mulligan's got to control those.
Right you are. Puck goes down into the Athens-Clarke County bus corner. Tennessee stays on top of it right there in front and staying on that one. But a little bit of a hit there from Nolan on Mulligan. Ice Dawgs won't stand for too much more of that. Dogs on the offensive. Both teams been back to full strength for a little bit now as the puck goes back behind the net, comes around to the right-hand side. Tennessee does get there first, dropping it down at the blue line. Nice move right there by number 8, Kyle Harris. Check that 6, Aaron Phillips. Puck over there on the left-hand side, right at 11 minutes, 3 seconds left to go here in the game. Dogs moving the puck around. Great puck movement by your UGA Ice Dawgs as they bring it from behind the net and around to the left-hand side. Chris Santamaria, big shot from the outside, and that one goes wide. Dogs let it go as it comes back out into the neutral zone and heads down the other way.
Yeah, great shot by Aaron Phillips on that one-timer. Love to see that from the defenseman.
Puck coming back down this way. Dogs taking another shot at Gross in goal. Back out to the blue line. Nobody home for that one as Caleb Santamaria has it south of the circle, sends it behind the net to his brother Chris and over to Carter Penzian. Dogs really putting the pressure on Tennessee with this line right here. I think they want to break 20 with both Santamaria brothers and Penzian on the ice, holding it in the zone right there. Dogs send it back over the left. Big shot. Kick save from Gross. I think he got a little help from the pole on that one. And now Tennessee trying to get it out of the zone. They almost did it, but Dogs keep it centered up right there. Puck goes wide to the left. Carter Penzian with it. Sends it back cross ice, intercepted by Nolan for the Tennessee Volunteers. Now dumped down the other way into the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Dogs in control, weaving through the traffic, pushing it forward. Caleb Santamaria across the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit him on the web, akinsford.com, and headed to the 5-hole of Gross, but he covers it up.
Yeah, nice save by Gross. Face-off will be to his left with 9 minutes, 42 seconds to go. In this season here at the Akins Ford Arena at the Classic Center. Dave, we got 2 games left here at the Classic Center. However, They're going to be at the outdoor arena. We take this rink and we put it in the pavilion, and that is a fun, crazy atmosphere. We can only sell about 500 tickets for that, maybe even less, and the place is on fire.
Get your tickets now, fans. That's right. Outdoor games here in Athens, Georgia, just for you. Austin Kresko dumps it back. Zalata Polsky Johnston, number 2, Johnston.
Look at you.
Gets hit over there, and coming off of Gross. Gross manages to get out of that one alive. 9 minutes, 15 seconds. Puck goes all the way back down to the other end. Back behind Mulligan in goal. Dogs bring it up the left-hand side, pushing the puck forward through the neutral zone. And here they come on the offensive, 3-on-2. But the Dogs slow it down, give Tennessee an opportunity to get in position. Working it from out at the blue line. Cross ice to the right-hand side, outside the circle. Working it down south. Johnston brings it around to the left. Johnston sends it to Kresko, back to Johnston, out at the blue line, centering it up, but nobody there to take it. And Dogs keep it in right there. Jay Stevens working through the circle. Nice move. Dogs in position, but Kresko just a little bit out on that one. Didn't have the angle. We get a whistle.
Looks like we might be getting a penalty on this one. No, maybe not. I think the net came off its moorings. You know, we've been calling Gross all weekend, right? You know, just using his last name. But I bet you we should have gone with Grossi. Now, one thing I don't know if you know,
we were going with Grossi last night.
Yeah, we did use Grossi a little bit. Because one of the things, hockey players are some of the least creative nickname people you will ever run into. I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, but I learned it in Canada that, you know, you pretty much just put EY or Y on the end of people's names, and that's their nickname.
That's just how the people in Canada have their names, like Ski, Sky.
Yeah, pretty much, and I guess we say A all the time, so just adding that to the end of somebody's name is what you do, you know.
So Grosse.
It'd be
Grossi.
Grossi. Yeah, Grossi with the save, eh?
Yeah.
You know, there's so who dumped it in? We'll try to do that.
So it'd be like Grossial down here.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. Yeah. Southern hockey. That's a good point. I never talked to some of these Southern hockey players to see if that's how they do it.
Add y'all to the end of everything. Puck up in the air right there. Dogs bring it back down in the neutral zone. Number 12, Chase McDaniels, but we get a quick whistle.
Glove to head. You know, going through the roster with Spielberg, he'd just be Spiely. You know, I think you'd go with Spiely on him.
There's like 25 people on this roster. We got it. All
right. I'm just
7 minutes, 51 seconds left here. Dogs on top, 18-1. It's a 17-goal advantage for the OZU keeping score at home. Face-off deep down in the other end. Heading back behind the net now, working around. Tennessee trying to get on top of it. Not able to do so. They got the bus warmed up. Maybe some hot cocoa on there. Some salve for these wounds. Moving back and forth across. Chris Santamaria intercepted right there by Tennessee, but nobody home except the UGA defenseman to take it. Moving it back up on the left-hand side, centering it up right now. Dogs on the offensive. Brought it across the blue line. 7 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. And Carter Penzian all the way across ice. Aaron Phillips not able to keep that one in the zone. Give and go between the defensemen. Jackson Katz, number 23, moves the puck up. Dogs send it right across the blue line. And here comes Chris Santamaria. Chris Santamaria with it over there on the left-hand side. Sends it back to the blue line, keeping it in the zone. Santamaria back on it and sends it over to the right, where Phillips sends it down towards the goal. Kick saved by Grossi. Grossi moves it back out, and Penzian with it on the right-hand side. Back out to the blue line, keeping it in there. Good job by Phillips. Over to Penzian. Penzian cross ice to the left-hand side. A little bit of a whiff right there from the Dogs, but it's all right because Chris Santamaria gets on it. Katz with it behind the goal. Katz creeping around. And now Chris Santamaria back with the stick over on the left-hand side. Santamaria working outside the circle, drawing in the Tennessee players to free up one of the Ice Dawgs. And wide and goal, and that one was just a gimme for Santamaria. For real, that's like his fourth of the night, right?
Actually, no, that's his second of the night. Chris has been he's been getting a lot of assists.
He's a giver.
He's a giver. That's right. So Santamaria with his second to make it 19-1.
And the puck goes down. Dogs come away with that one. Jacob Soloski winning the faceoff right there. Working the puck up to Caleb Santa Maria. Santa Maria right there in the middle. Over to Soloski. Soloski sends it wide. Big shot from the defenseman out there. Dogs keep it in the zone. Soloski working on the left-hand side. Sends it back behind the net to Stevens. Stevens brings it around to the left. Down in the corner. Stevens gets rubbed off the puck but regains his composure and control. Soloski with the puck. Sends it out to the blue line. Shot from the outside into the traffic. Dogs trying to pick up the trash. And again, Gross comes way far out to challenge and gets lucky on that one. Santa Maria right there. Caleb, not Chris who just scored, but big glove save.
Grossy, yes.
Surprised himself with that one, I think.
Nice. Snagged that one right out of the air. Nice job as Katsy with the shot. He picked it up in the high slot, made a nice little move, got some room, but Grossy shuts her down.
Face off over here to the right of Grossi on his righty side. Puck working back and forth. Dogs staying in control of it, but Tennessee picking it up. Number 6, Tristan Dickens. What a name. Tristan Dickens loses the puck. Dogs coming in on the offensive. 3-on-2. Spielberger behind the net, around to the left-hand side. Centering pass. And there wasn't anything but a goal on that one. That was an easy one there.
And Krusky gets one. That's his third of the night. He's got a hat trick. Everybody's trying to get one tonight. You know, one thing we're talking about Druin earlier. Matt Druin, who we haven't seen a lot of ice time over the years, and he took that tough hit in the first period, and we haven't seen him since. Too bad. I really want to see that kid maybe score his first goal as an Ice Dog here at the Classic Center.
And the Ice Dogs put up the dub spot right there. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. 19-goal lead for the Dogs as the fans begin to file out. Puck going down ice right now into the offensive end for the Dogs. They keep it in the zone right here. Working it over here on the right-hand side. Eric Moggy working it over to Carter Penzian, back out to the point. Dogs send it in. That one goes wide, comes back out towards the blue line. And Tennessee does a nice job to push it back out, but the Dogs dump it back in as Kiristez heads to the bench. Now Tennessee working it on the left-hand side. Nice interception right there from the Dogs, but the Tennessee gets it right back at their own end. Tennessee working on the right-hand side, puck fluttering around in the neutral zone. Dogs coming on the offensive, really looking like they're playing at three-quarter speed right now. Eric Moggy sends it back out towards the blue line. Carter Penzian trying to set up the screen for the Dogs as they work from the outside. Big move, passing it around. Nice job by Tennessee to get their stick on it right there. Carter Penzian over on the left, back out to the point where Kyle Harris is right there. Harris sends it back over, intercepted by Tennessee. Number 77, Jordan Schnall. And Dogs dump that one in. It went into the netting. We get a quick whistle. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the home season.
Yeah, Chase McDaniel was trying to dump that one down into the corner, but it actually ended up on the Tennessee bench. He just cut the corner where the glass is, just inside the blue line. And you're right, Dave. Well, the home season, no, we got 2 more games left in the home season. Here in the Akins Ford Arena season, yes, you are correct.
There you go. The way to clarify that one. Puck over on the right-hand side. Comes off of the Tennessee player around to the left. Jay Stevens is there first. Chris Santa Maria right there in front of the net. Great opportunity for Caleb. And just like you said, Grossi came out, challenged him, and it paid off. And Tennessee looking for the big hit. But Caleb Santa Maria, puck behind the net, coming around to the right. Nothing doing on the pass, but Caleb Santa Maria trying to get it back, and he manages to do so. Chris Santa Maria coming up the right side, cross ice pass to left. Whoa, and centered it up. Chris Santa Maria, Jay Stevens, back to Caleb Santa Maria, and a goal.
And Caleb gets his 4th of the evening to lead not only the Santa Maria brothers, but the Ice Dogs. And UGA now with 3 touchdowns on the board.
And I was thinking blackjack, 21. 3 touchdowns on the board, blackjack. Whatever it is, this ain't a hockey score.
Well, it's football town. Sometimes, Dave, you got to talk to the fans in terms they can understand as they're learning this wonderful game of hockey.
These fans on their way out really letting Gross have it.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve some of the heat he's taken. The red deck went easy on him tonight and last night too, which was good. They can be pretty harsh on opposing goaltenders. Another nice glove save, just flashing that leather. Grossy. Face-off will be to his left.
Normally those red deck fans, they count off the goals, and I think they got tired of it after about 14 usually.
Well, honestly, I heard him only do that once early on.
Face-off right there taken by the Ice Dawgs. Austin Krusko over here on the right-hand side. We're under 3 minutes left to go. Working things back and forth. Ice Dawgs trying to make something happen over there on the right-hand side. Keeping it in the zone. Puck stays right in front of the net. Good centering opportunity. Spielberger trying to track that down. Tennessee, like the Apple Dumpling gang out there, just tripping over each other. Puck goes down into the Bold Rock hard cider corner where Mulligan picks it up, sends it back up to number 13, Cam Campbell. Campbell sends it cross ice over to the left-hand side. Dogs come in on the offensive.
Offside called, however. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go.
Puck coming down the ice right now. Ice Dawgs over there. Big shot goes wide. Dogs keep it in on the left-hand side. Now Tennessee with a nice move to kick it out into the neutral zone. And Tennessee's on fire. I don't know where this has been for the last 2 periods, but here they are heating up at the end of the game. Too little, 21 too late. Now the puck moves forward into the offensive end. Dogs working it over on the right-hand side. Nice centering pass, but not able to take it, but Chase McDaniels keeps it in. Breakaway opportunity here for number 41, Michael Garcia.
Mulligan with the save, and he gets a big hand from the hometown crowd. Hasn't been challenged much tonight. Did let in the only goal Tennessee scored this weekend. However, good to see Mulligan getting some action between the pipes because, again, we've got to think towards the playoffs, the stretch run. And you need 2 good goaltenders. I think last year, Emily Barber coming down with mono early on in the second half of the season, just after Christmas. And the backup goalie having to take a lot of action that wasn't planned and held the Ice Dawgs in there pretty good until Emily could get back between the pipes.
Dogs back coming down this end of the ice. Johnston wearing that number 2 and a big kick save or glove save from Gross. The Dogs tried to send it right in front of him. Solosky complimenting him on that save.
Yeah, because I think he knew he had a good chance of getting a goal there, and if Grossi doesn't get his glove out and steal that one, that's a good chance it's going in the net because of the positioning of the UGA player.
Tennessee takes that face off, but the Dogs quickly get on top of it, send it over to the left-hand side. Solosky with it, working it back behind the net, sends it all the way around to the right and out to the blue line. Dogs pick it up there, send it off the boards, and drops down south of the circle. Back around the other way. Emily Barber letting them know, Mulligan in goal, letting them know that we're at a minute. We're under a minute right now, 21-1. Dogs firmly in control here in the last game inside the Akins Ford Arena this season. 2 more still in the outdoor pavilion later in the season. Puck comes back out towards the blue line, and Chase McDaniel's going to have to chase that down into the Bold Rock hard cider corner. Mulligan came way too far out, and we can't get Mulligan on that one. He just was out of position.
Yeah, he tried to help his defenseman Chase McDaniel out a little bit by coming out and shooting the puck up the ice, but he shot it right on to the stick of, trying to see if that was number 11 for Tennessee. Yeah, number 11 for Tennessee, Sean Nolan gets the goal. A little bit of a soft one. I think Mully's going to take some heat in the bench for that one. But better happens now than during a game later on this year.
Better here than in Savannah, know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Dave.
Right there on top of the Akins Ford Arena logo. Visit them on the web, akinsford.com. south of the circle on the right-hand side. Spielberger centers it back up. Dogs lose a little bit of control, but they send it over to the left. Under 20 seconds right now. Dogs keep the pressure on. Puck dribbles out to the blue line, and here come the Volunteers. Number 6, Tristan Dickens, rubbed off the puck. Here come the Ice Dawgs back down the ice. A little bit of 3-on-3 hockey. The pace picks up. My speed of announcing picks up, and it goes behind the net.
21-2, your Ice Dawgs take this one. 36 goals, 2 goals against, as they dominate the Tennessee Volunteers. It's gonna be a long ride home to Knoxville, but I tell you what, you know, it's got to be tough for those kids. They're playing against a very, very good University of Georgia Ice Dog team here at home at the Akins Ford Arena at the Classic Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 2018-2019 indoor UGA home season, I'm Dave Haddon. Will Tuderoff's been here with me. You heard Hot Toddy earlier in the season as well. Thanks from us, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next year.